morning, everybody. Welcome back to From the Holler. If you're new around here, my name is Missy, and today we're having a sick day. Last week was Aiden's birthday, and y'all, we celebrated pretty much all week, and he had a big time. He spent the night with our son and daughter-in-law and 3 of the baby grands. On Saturday, after we went and did a indoor kids play place that's local around here, it's new, and he went with them, spent the night Saturday night, and they went on a day trip to Cades Cove yesterday, and bless his heart, when he got home last night, he was running a fever, and he was sick. His fever was 103.2 when he got home, and we were up and down most of the night last night, trying to get his fever to break. It would break, and then, a little bit later, it'd be right back up. And so we're having a sick day today, and he is in there right now. His fever is down. He is in my bed, all propped up, all covered up, and he has got everything at his disposal, including Nanny. He knows all he has to do is holler for Nanny, and she's going to be right there. So he just had another dose of medicine, so his fever's starting to come down. When he woke up this morning, it was back up to 102, and I am keeping a close eye on this. He doesn't have a sore throat. He says his head hurts. He's feverish, and he's coughing. So I know that there's a virus going around like that, and I also know that the big vid has those issues also. So I'm going to keep a close eye on him, and if he continues to fever, then we will be going to see the doctor tomorrow. And if I can get it to break and get it to just kind of chill out for a little bit, then I'll continue taking care of him here on the homestead. So there's what's going on in my little world today. Yeah, I hate when my babies are sick, y'all. I hate it. So hopefully he will be better this time tomorrow. Hopefully he's better this evening. He's got that little precious grin going on right now, which he did not have last night, but the grin is back. So, and he said, I like to smile. And I said, well, I love to see you smile. And he told me he was having a good day because, y'all, when I tell you he's propped up with everything surrounding him, I mean it. He's got one of his electronics in there, actually 2 of them in there. He's got his water, his juice, his snacks, all that's in my bed. So, anyway. So, mentioning the indoor kids play place that we went to on Saturday, y'all, it was really nice, and it's nice that we don't have to drive all the way to Knoxville now to have one of these. It's local, it's very affordable, and he loved it. All the baby grands that went loved it. They had a really good time, and we will definitely be checking this place out again. Paps and I did have I don't even know how to say it. There was an older lady, probably between Paps and I in age. It was her daughter, and her daughter's children. There were 3 of them that came in. They sat at a table close to us, and Paps and I, after all this time dealing with our son's addiction, our sensors are up, okay? I mean, I'm just saying. And I instantly started noticing signs, okay? And the daughter went and played with the kids for a very few minutes and came back, and she was rubbing her neck, and things like that. And then I started noticing even more things going on, and you could tell pretty instantly that she had just used, and that she was, how do I put this? I'm trying to choose my words carefully. She was up in the air pretty hard, okay? And I could almost tell you what she used, but I won't because I don't want to guess. But I can almost tell you, I've seen it before. And she could not sit in her chair, okay? And the grandma was just talking to her and, talking to the kids. The kids would come over, and Mama was almost falling out of the chair. She was nodding out. Her legs could not be still. Like they were just bouncing the whole time. And she was picking, and I mean, it was sad to see. It was very sad to see. And we sat there, and I looked at Paps and I said, that was us not long ago. That was us in that situation with our son. And he said, I know, it's sad, isn't it? And I said, it is. It really is. And I said, I'm being drawn. I didn't know if the grandma had the kids and, Mama was just there to spend time with them. I didn't know, okay? And it wasn't any of my business because I didn't know these people. But y'all, when I tell you that my heart was being drawn to this grandma, like, it was something telling me, get up and move, girl. Go hug her neck. Go talk to this woman. Let her know that you see her and that you feel her and you know where she's at. And I did. I got up. The grandma was standing off to the side, and I got up and I went over to her and I said, hi, my name's Missy. Are those your grandchildren? And she said, they are. And I said, they're beautiful. And she said, well, thank you. And I said, do you have them all the time? And she said, no. She said, they're usually with mom or dad. She said, I usually get them every other weekend. And she said, I just like to bring them and do something fun. And she said, their mom's sitting over there at the table. She hurt her neck pretty bad right off the bat. And so she's over there trying to get it to ease off. Now, by this time, Mama had passed out, okay? She was out. Head on the table, out. And she was falling over. Now, when Grandma told me that, it was at that point in time that I realized she doesn't know. She doesn't know what's going on. Either she doesn't know or she doesn't want to know. Okay? That happens too. She didn't know. And that broke my heart. That broke my heart for her because I knew what could potentially be coming next. Several different things could be in the future It broke my heart for those kids. You know, it just broke my heart for the whole situation, okay? And by the time mine and Grandma's conversation ended, you know, she said, "Can I give you a hug?" And I said, "Of course you can." And I told her, I said, "Thank you for being there for the kids and for spending the time with them and playing with them and making the memories with them." I said, "There's so many that, you know, don't get that opportunity or don't take that opportunity." And she looked at me and she said, "Thank you." And she said, "You've got a beautiful little boy." And Aiden and one of her baby grands was playing together, and she said, "You've got a beautiful little boy." And I said, "Well, thank you." I said, "You know, we have custody of him due to our youngest son's addiction, and he's not able to care for his child." And I said, "We've had him since he was 4 months old." Kind of give her a few details of our story, you know. And she said, "Bless your heart. That seems to be a situation that a lot more grandparents find themselves in these days." And she said, "I'm so glad that I'm not in that situation." And what I wanted to say was, honey, you are. You don't realize it, or you don't want to realize it. You know, I was not the only one that saw what was going on with Mama. But I do think that I was the one that was most affected by it. You know, our son and daughter-in-law came back over to the table and sat down, and he said, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I told him, and he said, "Mom, you have got to stop empathizing with every..." And I stopped him before he even finished his sentence. I stopped him and I said, "You don't understand. I feel like this is a calling for me. I feel like this is something that I need to do. And I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be." And he said, "Then by all means, Mom, do what you feel called to do." And he said, "I just hate to see you go through what you're going through in order to be able to do this." And I said, "I feel like it's my calling." And, you know, if I see another grandparent going through this, I'm going to go and I'm going to give them a hug. I'm going to go and I'm going to tell them, you know, "You're doing a great job. Thank you for taking care of them babies, because nobody else in this world is going to." I feel like, you know, let them know that they're not alone. We're in this together. It really bothered me to know that this woman is at the very beginning of all this, and she doesn't know what she's fixing to be in for. You know, I don't know anything about Dad. He wasn't there. It's just Grandma and Mom. You know, but she's at the very beginning, and whoo, Lord, I would not want to go back to that for anything. Not for anything. But the reason I'm telling this story is this. If you're in this situation and you see someone that is going through the same thing, somehow, some way, I don't care how you do it, show them a little kindness. Let them know that they're not by themselves, that they have a support group, that they have a community, that they have somebody that will be a listening ear and a crying shoulder if they want it. Okay? Let them know that. Let them know, even if it's just for a very short time that you're in the same place together, let them know that somebody cares and somebody understands. Because y'all, as I'm finding out more and more and more every single day, there are more of us out there than what we think. And a lot of them are struggling hard to get through this, to get through their child's addiction. Okay? And the repercussions that come along with that. They're struggling. They need to know that they're not alone. So, that's why I told this story. And y'all, I have never in my life felt so pulled to get up out of my chair and go talk to somebody. Never. Never in my life. I did not know this woman from Adam, but I knew I couldn't sit there. There wasn't no way. There was no way. No. I had to get up and move and go. And I almost ran to that woman. And, yeah. So, I just had to get on here and tell that. You never know when an opportunity is going to strike. I mean, we were doing Aiden's birthday party. And, I wasn't there looking for any of this. I wasn't there in the hopes that this was going to happen. It was laid out in front of me. And, y'all, I took the initiative and went and talked to this lady. And hopefully, I think she walked away feeling better about whatever it was that she needed to feel better about. So, anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. I've talked long enough. I've got to go in here and check on this child, make sure that he is not in need of anything, and that his medicine is still working, and his fever's not going back up. All the things. And I've got to get a few things done in the kitchen. Nanny's work is never done. And I may sit down and take a nap. I might. If I can get Aiden to nap, Nanny may nap with him. It was a long night last night. Long night. So, anyway, much love to each and every one of y'all. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.